Hello everyone, this video is going to be about my experience as a substitute teacher. So my main experience is in working with elementary and middle school children. The first thing that I can tell you is to arrive early. You want to arrive early for a number of reasons. So one of the reasons is you want to leave enough time to get into the office and sign in for your shift. The second one is you want to leave enough time so that you can find the classroom. Next, you want to make sure that you can enter the classroom and read over the substitute plans. You want to make sure that you're reading over their substitute plans so that by the time that the kids roll in, you are very confident and you seem like a substitute who knows what they're doing. You also want to make sure that you write your name on the whiteboard. So writing the name on the whiteboard immediately is a great way to start off a substituting day. As soon as the kids walk in, the very first thing that they're going to notice is you, and then the second thing that they're going to possibly look for is search the whiteboard for where your name might be. So you want to make sure that you decide on what you want the children to call you. You want to make sure that you write it on the board. It's going to allow them to know something about you without you even having said a word to them. Next, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself. So once the kids come in and they settle down, you want to go ahead and call out for their attention. So this also applies for when the kids are just being, naturally very rowdy. So depending on the class that I'm substituting in, so for example, if I'm substituting in an elementary school, then I'm going to go ahead and probably use something like 1, 2, 3, eyes on me, or class, 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 clap, clap, clap. Any sort of variation, they're going to kind of be more attentive as soon as they hear that. So you want to just go ahead and use some sort of a phrase like that, and then you want to go ahead and introduce yourself. Some things that I like to just tell them is, hey, here's my name, I'm your substitute for today. Here's what the lesson plan looks like. So for middle school students, I'll probably say something like, hey class, or hey y'all, or anything that's sort of gonna be catchy and it's gonna let them know that I'm speaking to them. And also it's just something that you can use to build a rapport with them. Sometimes you might enter a classroom and the students wanna know all about you. So what I do is I try to keep it very short and very simple. However, if it seems like that they're quite interested in my work, and who I am as a person, then I kind of tell them, hey, you know what, let's hold a little mini question and answer session at the end of the class period. Those extra 5 minutes that we have remaining, as you guys are cleaning up, I'll answer some of you guys' questions. So this becomes their incentive. This is something that they're going to utilize and remind themselves like, hey, I want to know more about the sub, so let me focus on my task because I want to earn this. And next, the seating arrangement. A lot of the times, I'm not really given a seating arrangement. Sometimes I'm just given the class roster with just names listed. So maybe the children will decide that they want to sit with their friends and they're not really going to let you in on the secret. And you're going to quite soon figure out what's going on, because as soon as they start working and you start to notice, this child is not working well with this group, or whatever the case might be, let them know that, hey, I'm going to give you guys 3 warnings, and at the end of those, you will be moved. And so on the very first warning, you want to go ahead and let them know, hey, here's your mistake, and here's what you can do to fix it. Given that the mistake is not corrected, you can continue to give them the warnings, and then you might have to let them know, hey, we're going to go ahead and switch your seat because you could not focus. This will help the student to separate from the kids that might be distracting him or her. It'll allow them to have some time to themselves and really kind of pick themselves up and complete the task at hand, hopefully. I really make sure that I leave some really great notes for the teacher. I want to make sure that whatever has happened in the classroom, I get a nice, good, clear, concise view on that paper that the teacher can read the next day. Don't let them sway you. Sometimes the kids will tell you that, hey, our teacher told us that if we do good in this class, we won't have to write an essay the next day. And if we do poorly in this class, we will have to write an essay as a punishment. So a lot of the times the children might tell you like, hey, write us a good note, or hey, do this and that. Make sure that you don't let them sway you. Anytime that has happened, I let them know that that call is not up to me. It is not my judgment of whether you guys are good or whether you guys are bad. I take meticulous notes for the teacher to review. I will let the teacher know of everything that has happened throughout the class period, and she can make that judgment call on her own or on his own. I hope this video was informative. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you would like to know anything more or any other video topics that you guys want to suggest. Bye!